Warning: the following content may contain flashing images. There will be graphic content and depictions that some people might find disturbing. Welcome to Haunted Tales. This time we unearth the dark secrets of the Pendle Hill Witches Trial. This tale begins in the early 17th century, when superstition and paranoia were rampant, and fear of witchcraft gripped the lands of England. The main cause of this fear was due to a group of individuals, including the infamous Demdike and Chattox families, who were believed to possess supernatural powers. The trials began when a young girl named Alizon Device accused members of the Demdike family of bewitching her. Soon, more accusations followed, and the local authorities couldn't ignore the growing hysteria. The trials soon became a terrifying spectacle. Alizon Device was known for her strange ways and a touch of the supernatural. Her accusations led her to be accused herself when she had an argument with a peddler. John Law, who subsequently collapsed, claimed that Alizon had cursed him. Law reported this incident to the local authorities, and in a time when fear of witchcraft was rampant, it didn't take long for the authorities to accuse Alizon of being a witch. They believed that she had made a pact with the devil and was practicing black magic. After John Law accused Alizon of witchcraft, she was brought before local magistrate Roger Nowell. Under pressure, Alizon confessed to witchcraft and implicated other members of her family, including old Demdike and her rival, Chattox. The accusation against Alizon Device was just the beginning. Her own family members, including her grandmother, old Demdike, and mother, Elizabeth, were soon accused of witchcraft as well. The village of Pendle was gripped by a frenzy of fear and paranoia as more and more people were accused of consorting with the devil. The trials of the Pendle witches became a spectacle, and the accusations continued to spread like wildfire. Neighbours turned against neighbours, and even children were accused of being witches. The accused were eventually charged with causing harm through witchcraft, including murder from spells cast on the village. Old Demdike died in prison before the trial, but the others faced severe scrutiny. 10 of the accused were found guilty and sentenced to death. These included Alizon Device, her mother Elizabeth, her brother James, and Anne Whittle. The accused witches lived in the area around Pendle Hill in Lancashire, a county which, at the end of the 16th century, was regarded by the authorities as a wild and lawless region, an area fabled for its theft, violence, and sexual laxity, where the church was honoured without much understanding of its doctrines by the common people. One of the most bone-chilling aspects of this story is the witches' supposed meeting at Malkin Tower. Legend has it that the accused gathered on this remote hill and their presence was believed to bring storms and disaster to the area. The accused witches were brought to trial at Lancaster Castle in August 1612. The trials were conducted in a highly prejudiced and superstitious atmosphere, with much reliance on testimonies from children. It's important to note that the legal standards and procedures during this time were far from what we consider fair today. Ten of the accused were found guilty and subsequently hanged. The most famous of those executed was the 9-year-old girl Janet Device, who gave evidence against her own family. The trials led to widespread fear and paranoia regarding witches in the region. The trial of the Pendle Witches was a macabre event. The accused were brought before a court filled with fear and superstition. The atmosphere was thick with dread as the accused faced their accusers, who testified about their supposed malevolent powers and their dealings with the devil. The testimonies were filled with gruesome details of how the accused witches had caused illness, death, and misery in the village. The judge and jury, fueled by the hysteria of the time, had little mercy for those on trial. The trial was put in place around the time of King James I, who took the throne in 1603. James had a fervent interest in witchcraft, having authored a book on the subject titled Demonology. Under his reign, laws against witchcraft were strictly enforced, leading to numerous trials and executions across the country. The trial took place at Lancaster Assizes on August 18th and 19th, 1612. Presided over by Sir James Altham and Sir Edward Bromley, the trial was heavily influenced by King James I's fervour against witchcraft. The evidence presented was largely based on confessions extracted under duress and the testimonies of children, including Janet Device, Alizon's 9-year-old sister. Janet's testimony was particularly damaging, as she confidently accused her own family members of witchcraft. The trial underscored the vulnerabilities of the legal system to superstition and fear. It also highlighted the use of children's testimonies in such cases, a controversial practice that would be scrutinized in later years. The Pendle Hill Witches Trial left a haunting legacy, with some believing that the accused witches' spirits still roam the area, seeking revenge or rest. The chilling atmosphere of the region continues to draw paranormal enthusiasts and those intrigued by the macabre. If you're brave enough, you can visit Pendle Hill today, walk the same paths as those who were accused of witchcraft, and you might just experience the lingering echoes of a dark past. If you visit Pendle Hill on a dark and misty night, you may hear the whispers of the condemned witches and feel an eerie chill in the air. The Pendle Hill Witches Trial is a chilling story that serves as a warning about the horrors that can unfold when fear and superstition take hold of a community. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, or if you're feeling devilish, a thumbs down. For more folklore tales and paranormal videos, please consider subscribing and hit the notification bell for new videos when they get uploaded.